Hey guys, I'm John O'Lee from Power Farming Northland. We're today in Mangawai delivering a couple of new tractors to A1 Fenceworx. Here we've got Nick and Shane Beats, and behind the scenes working away Angelina there. These guys here, they've come from a long history of Deutz, had Deutz in the business for over 10 years and combination about 7,000 hours in the seats over that time. Recently been working through the project over the last few weeks, upgrading the two old girls, bringing in the two new tractors. Tell us a little bit about why we've made those decisions.
Not an easy decision, certainly a big financial decision to make. We like the Deutz and we trust them. We've actually been customers of Power Farming, formerly Ag and Earth in Whangarei, for over 20 years now. The service centre is great, we totally trust the whole business. The Deutz we're used to, they're reliable tractors. The old 105s, both of them gave us no grief. But at 20 years old, they've got to the stage now where they are starting to cost a little bit of money and they don't look so tidy from a customer point of view anymore.
Is there anything specification-wise or performance-wise you stuck with Deutz?
Yeah, well look, they climb really well. They're very similar to Sami, and we used to Sami from our dairying days. The things seem to go anywhere. We've opted for wheel spikes to help us go even further and get onto some of the wetter ground and the steeper ground that traditionally we struggle with. We're comfortable with them. They're simple tractors. Obviously these ones are a little bit more high-tech than what we used to. For us as fencers, we don't need the highest tech. We just need to be able to get on, turn the key every day and know that that tractor's going to go and we can just get the job done.
Before, you mentioned you have a strong relationship with our service department. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Traditionally from the Waikato, and when we moved up, we had a case 5130. The dealership in Morrinsville at the time, I said to them, where do we service this? And they said, well, Ag and Earth and Whangarei is the place to go. Power Farming has come along and brought it up and we've stuck with the same dealership. The service department's great, they've always been helpful. Ian, any time I've needed anything, I can ring him up. He's full of advice. We've just had no trouble at all. It's been a good experience.
Now you're tied in with the Fencing Contract Association in quite a big way, and we spend a bit of time around head office. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on how we've supported the Fencing Contract Association over the last 12 months?
I'm on the board of the National Association. The current board, we've been on a drive to try and bring in new industry related partners. We've opened the association up to gain more partnership in some of the retailers and professional service centres around the country, because at the end of the day our fencers are using, like for example Power Farming for the machines, and it's a perfect transition. 2 years ago at Pai here we invited you guys, as you might remember, to our National Fencing Field Days, which was the first one ever, and it was quite successful, and I understand you guys sold some tractors out of that.
Yeah, it's a good day out.
I mean, since then we've worked with you guys as association to bring you on as a partner. The guys at Morrinsville, Aaron, Alistair and Charlie gave us a tour around the premises in Morrinsville, which was well appreciated. It actually helped when it came to our purchasing decisions that we knew what was out there and what we had a choice of, really.
So Nick, A1 Fenceworx, previously called a farmer. Tell us a bit about the structure of the business and how you got from 15, 20 years ago when you started up to where you are today.
So we started quite small. We initially weren't a fencing business. We started off spraying and relief milking. We ran a relief milking team. We merged from that after a few years, after a client suggested we go fencing, leased us a tractor, we bought a post driver, and here we are today. We've slowly moved up in the industry. Shane's a certified fencer. That comes into, again, aiming to be the best.
So what areas are you servicing? What do you consider your jurisdiction?
We roughly try and drive no further than an hour from our base, being in Wellsport. So we go sort of Warkworth all the way up to Waipu North and all the way over to Paparoa, servicing sort of Kaipara area.
So tell us a little bit more about the change from call a farmer to A1 Fenceworx.
The original change, we had been toying with it for a few years, that we just weren't getting the fencing work out of the call a farmer name, mostly because it didn't sing fencing and didn't sing high quality fencing. And eventually we stuck on A1 Fenceworx with an X. Since then, the business has just been growing and growing. Jobs are coming in, again, the new tractors, all part of it.
Shane, tell us more about the decision to go to these two particular tractors with an emphasis on environmental impact.
Well, part of our decision to buy these, or any new tractor really, they have Tier 3 and 4 engines, common rail, DPS, all the modern technology that our old tractors didn't have to reduce emissions and ultimately our carbon footprint, which is in line with what we want to do as a business to try and reduce our environmental footprint as much as we possibly can.
Yes, Shane, Nick, Angelina, thank you very much for your business. We really appreciate the ongoing support and your support with us, Power Farming Northland, and we look forward to supporting your future endeavours and watching your business grow.
Thank you.
Very good.